Have you ever hunted with someone with a disability? How about someone who is visually impaired? I'm Matt Drury, and this is DoD TV. This segment is brought to you by Muddy Outdoors. Your muddy moment begins at GoMuddy.com. Have you ever sat and wondered how hard it would actually be to hunt without an arm, without a leg? How about without your sight? I'd say that seems virtually impossible. In this next video, we team up with longtime DoD team member John Williams and his grandson Zach as they do the seemingly impossible and try to get veteran Dennis Thompson on a willing combatant. Take it away, guys.
I have a friend from Columbia, Missouri. She had called me about a benefit auction that they were going to have and wanted to know if I would donate something. And so I told her that I would donate a turkey hunt. I get this phone call from a 573 number, and it was Dennis.
My name's Dennis Thompson. I was a combat engineer. I drove a 27-foot boat. From the time I was about 3 years old, Dad would take us out duck hunting, go out into the boat, and Dad would shoot ducks, and we'd listen to him call. You know, we just grew up in that type of family where my mother and my father both hunted.
And Dennis told me he had won the hunt, and he said he had a couple problems. And I said, well, what's your problems? And he said,
well, I'm missing an arm and a leg. I was in an accident. And they said, okay, no problem. You know, we've done that before. And, well, I'm also blind. And he's like, okay.
I said, well, Dennis, how are you going to hunt if you're blind? And he said, well, I've got a friend, Mike, that comes with me, and we have a special scope set up on the gun. And he said, believe me, it'll work.
This is kind of a self-designed shooting chair for our special needs people. It has a gun rest that's adjustable up and down, in and out. We got it set up for Denny, and we just swivel his chair right along with it until we get to the point where we need to make the shot.
And he moves me left and right, and then as I need to go up and down, and when we're lined up, bang, shoot him.
Mid-America Special Sportsmen started in 1999. Since 1999, we've assisted 4,500 hunters and helped them understand that with the help of someone else, they can enjoy the outdoors and have an adventure. One of the first couple years that he hunted with us, somebody asked him what his impression of Mid-America Special Sportsmen is. He said, well, the biggest thing I can tell you is they give people like me the opportunity to be a regular person just for a little while. That struck home with me.
That night, it was April 26th, 2001. Ended up plowing into a car, had a head-on with a car. I didn't have any pulse, so they were putting me in a body bag. They checked one more time, and they found, I guess, a heartbeat. I spent about 3 months in a coma. So I was like, well, I think I'm gonna fight, you know, I'm gonna give this a shot.
I'd saved what I consider the best spot on the farm. Zach came out roosting the birds and actually roosted a bird right up on the private roadway coming in.
Well, I've roosted a few birds up on top, kind of in a different area than we had planned. Been running the reconnaissance pretty diligently. Kind of hit and miss this year. It's been a little bit of a different year, but have seen turkeys up here. I've had a reconnaissance camera up here.
The next morning, all we had to do was just get Dennis into the muddy blind, simple as that. We're down at the tail end of the 2017 turkey season, and we've got Dennis Thompson here in the wheelchair. We've actually put a muddy blind up on top of the hill. Dennis has got a special chair in the blind. It'll pivot left, right, all the way. Hopefully we can get this job done. There's been birds all over the top. We got a lot of birds out here this year, so we got a good chance for him to pull the trigger this morning, so we keep our fingers crossed. You know, we got in there really early. Zach actually sat in the muddy blind with Dennis and Mike, and I was in a shooting house right behind it with another camera. You know, we worked with the turkey for about 45 minutes. I was behind it, but I could actually see what was going on. And the turkey hit the field, went straight for the gravel road, and he was coming down the road right into the decoys.
Okay, he's in the field. Okay. Right. Right. Oh shoot, he heard that.
Mike had adjusted Dennis's chair just a little bit, and it squeaked, and he put his head up and started putting. I'm thinking, this gig's over with.
Get ready, Danny. You would kill him. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Got him. You got him.
Did I get it?
Woohoo! I was gonna try to swivel the chair and that thing popped.
It's all good. I was all over.
Is that him flopping out there?
Good job, brother. Good job. Good job.
Good job, Denny. Child's play.
What a show this morning, and just to hear him this morning and hear the woods wake up with, you know, the birds start singing, and Zach got out a single slate and started tree calling on it and clucking a little bit. And the final straw was when you broke out that aluminum call and started hitting it. He couldn't take it. He was coming into these Avian X decoys. He came right down the road and was circling in. Mike was trying to adjust Dennis's chair, and it popped, and that turkey started putting and stuff. But I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah.
Big guy. And like when we first talked and you said you had a couple problems, and you know, one of them was you were blind, and I'm thinking to myself, how's this gonna happen? But Mike's got a sweet setup with the Winchester shotgun, and you know, he actually was filming through the scope, directing Dennis, and you're near to amazing, Dennis.
Well, I don't know about that.
Anyway, we gotta get some pictures.
He's at 24.
24?
It was a great culmination to an adventure. That's what we try to provide to all of the hunters that apply with Mid-America Special Sportsmen.
All you gotta do is just put a little effort forward and find them. There's people out there that'll help you.
We've never told anybody no. The best way to get in contact with us, our phone number is 573-489-4223. We have a website that's called freedomhunt.org. If someone wants to hunt, they need to call me. I'll get them in the outdoors.
There you have it. Way to go, Dennis. It's always nice to see our country's finest, bravest men and women get out into the turkey woods and have a little success. Don't forget that we're shooting for 100,000 subscribers on the Drury Outdoors YouTube channel. All you have to do is subscribe to be entered into a chance to win a brand new free PSE bow. Until next time, thanks for watching DoD TV, and peace out. This segment is brought to you by Mossio Camouflage. It's not a passion, it's an obsession.